Hello and welcome to the Southeast Iowa Union News Break. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Getting into the top stories, the United Presbyterian Home hosted an Alive After 5 event Tuesday night, marking the retirement community's 75th year in business. CEO Aaron Jehoda said it was a big day. It's a representation of what UP Home is, and that is the family and the community that's on our campus, she said. You have board members, residents, staff members, community members, and that's who we serve. It's a way for all of us to get together and celebrate. Asked about the secret to the community's 75 successful years, Jehoda said it was the people. I think the secret is in the staff and having a staff that cares about the residents, she said. We have a passion for and care about making the best possible home for our residents, and that's been consistent for the past 75 years. Looking down at Crawfordsville now, the Iowa State University Extension Southeast Research Farm opened its doors to visitors for tours and a ribbon cutting last week. The event was both a celebration of the research farm's 35th anniversary, as well as its new Learning Center facility. Field agronomist Rebecca Vidito said the facility was a major upgrade. We've been hosting larger events in the farm, one of them being our high school ag exploration day that we do in September, or when we try to do field days at night. We didn't really have a great facility. We were either having to set up a tent outside, or if it got dark, we'd have to cut it short because we didn't have a place to go inside with a large group. The building was funded largely with grant money after a series of unpreventable delays like the COVID-19 pandemic and supply chain issues. The site in Crawfordsville is far from the beaten path. Vidito said it was important to show off the efforts of everyone involved in the community. It was really local farmers that said, hey, we don't have a research farm in this part of the state, but we need one. We're helping people to realize that we have this resource here locally, and it's here in Southeast Iowa. It's not just in Ames where we do that research. The new facility's price tag exceeded $600,000, more than double the planned cost when fundraising started, although some of that is due to square footage added to the plans more recently. The event drew around 200 people to the research site, a mix of farmers, ag retailers, business, and ISU higher-ups. The Vidito said she appreciated the support. Mary Bump died from cancer at the age of 37, September 20th, 2021. Last weekend, nearly a year later, a bench built by Travis Vogel, a cousin of Bump's, was dedicated in her name at the Wellness Park in Washington. Mary will always remain a bright light for me, and I'm happy to have known and spent precious moments with her, Mayor Jared Rosine said at the ceremony. On behalf of the city of Washington, it is an honor to dedicate this bench in memory and tribute of Mary Bump. As for why the family chose a bench memorial, Julia Salampa said it was fitting, installed close to the fields where she once played slow pitch softball. Salampa established a memorial foundation in her sister's name after her death. While the organization paid for the bench, it also raised funds now for a number of people in need. That was our top stories. It is now time for obituaries. Terry L. Scepter of Lockridge passed away on September 11th at the age of 73. Murphy Funeral Home was in charge of the arrangements. Shay Matthew McCabe passed away on September 7th at the age of 43. Celebration of Life will be held at 3 p.m. on October 9th at the Cider House in Fairfield, Iowa. Murphy Funeral Home in Mount Pleasant is in charge of the arrangements. We're going to take a brief break, and when we come back, we will have the weather and sports.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
Welcome back to the Southeast Iowa Union News Break. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. We have some volleyball scores coming up, but first, the weather.
The weather is brought to you by Jacqueline Ariola, LLC.
Come visit Jackie in her new location downtown. She is ready to serve Washington and the surrounding community. Past 2 days, we have seen some beautiful weather. Today it is 85 degrees and sunny. Tomorrow temperatures will remain the same, but with a few more clouds in the sky. Friday it will continue to get cloudier with temperatures remaining at 85 degrees. Saturday will be almost identical with partly skies and a high of 85 again. On Sunday, it will remain partly cloudy, but be hotter at 88 degrees. That was the weather. It is now time for sports.
Sports, brought to you by Fairway.
Sigourney swept Kyoto Monday night in volleyball 3-0. Kyoto kept it relatively close in the second set, but rival Sigourney was able to win all three. The Savages took sets 25-14, 25-18, and then 25-10. Highland won 3 sets out of 4 against Columbus. It was an absolute battle in the SEISC North Clash in Columbus. Highland stood tall in the end, beating the Wildcats 26-24 in the first set, then 25-21, 19-25, and 25-19. Sarah Burton led the Huskies with 14 kills and 16 digs. Grace Preble dished out 13 assists. Miley Smith was second in digs with 13. Earlier today, we had the 4th episode of the Southeast Iowa Union Sports Talk, hosted by our sports reporters, Andy Krutzinger and Hunter Moeller. They broke down all the previous and upcoming games from around the Union area, covering all the fall sports. So if you want some more sports coverage, I highly suggest you go and check that out. That's the news for Washington and the surrounding area. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This is the Southeast Iowa Union Newsbreak, and I will see you next time.